Okay, so now let's look at the good stuff. So we do not have any frequencies. Pocket Radio. Chief of the Minos Bureaus of Crisis Control. After attending a meeting in the East Side, prepare to enjoy a vacation, but once you get involved in Mania event. The really interesting thing is, like, he is the fucking chief, but he has literally no one by his side. You would think that he would always have a sinner or two, like, considering how many sinners are in the bureau, just to protect him. And if not sinners, maybe some bodyguard or something, like some gunman or something, like an arrest team or some shit, like someone. He just roams around alone, like nobody's business. Anyone could easily kill him. You don't even require assassin, just anyone with a gun would kill him. The mini event seems to be related to the recent urban legend of the ghost call. Perhaps you should start your investigation from there. New program. Sleeping Planet. Please close your eyes. Imagine you're putting your chin on a windowsill. The blue rain outside the window has wet the road, and the smell of dust mixed with rainwater permeates the air. The rain falls on east side, also on Syndicate. At least while the blue rain lasts, everyone is equal, and your thoughts drift farther and farther away, slowly falling into a dream. Number one, this is great ASMR, and I listen to stuff like this when I go to sleep anyway. That's first thing. And second, he said, at least while this blue rain lasts, everyone is equal. That is interesting, because technically the thing is, the blue rain suppresses mania. So many sinners lose their powers. That does not mean like sinners completely lose their powers. So technically speaking, they're not equal still. They're still very dangerous, but like kinda true, I suppose. The city traffic.
Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to Dis City Traffic. I'm your host, Luke.
I'm Bonnie.
Now let's look at the traffic today. Currently, the roads in East Side are unobstructed, but there is some heavy traffic on parts of Sloane Street. Take a detour if you're in a hurry.
Oh? Luke, wasn't Sloane Street the place where the mania outbreak happened last time? I heard that the whole street was filled with dense fog that time.
That's right, Bonnie. Although FAC is doing its best to suppress the news, occasional outbreaks of mania do occur in various parts of East Side. This is no longer a secret.
That sounds pretty scary. Recently, someone told me an urban legend about midnight ghost calls. Could it be related to mania?
Oh, you mean that horror story that's been circulating online? The one where there's a ghostly woman that calls you in the middle of the night? I heard it's related to a radio station.
Yes, that's the one! Call at 3 a.m. They say the voice of the host is identical to the voice of the ghost on the phone.
Really? That's curious. I want to check it out too.
Oh, we shouldn't promote our competitors here. Let's end this topic here. If you need real-time traffic news, stick with Dis City Traffic.
Right there, where they were talking about the fog. That was the event with the fog hairdresser lady. Unfortunately, I could not get the S rank from that event. However, I did get Letta, which is a brilliant healer. The way I play this game, like combat, has completely changed because I've started using her. She is absolutely brilliant. Like, my characters do not die as long as she's around, and that's fucking brilliant. And that's what she was talking about. Listener letters. Mail. Passionate audience hostesses situation. Dear show team, hello, I'm a loyal listener of your show. Recently, when I listen to Call at 3 a.m., always feel like the hostess doesn't sound too well. She sounds very tired. Is she okay? I'm really worried about her health. This past few days, she doesn't seem to be hosting your show anymore. Did something happen? If you have any updates about her, please reply to my message. Moe999. Midnight Ghost Call. Hello, you're from the radio show, right? The one called Call at 3 a.m. or something. There's been a lot of talk about it lately, saying that your hostess is the same woman who makes those midnight ghost calls. Now a bunch of kids are imitating you, prank calling my drink bar every day at 3 a.m. I'm so fed up with this. I'm begging you, can you please stop stirring up trouble? Will you please stop? And then they suddenly just start blurting out fucking obscenities. That's absurd. So that's that. Oh, there's a restart button. I always appreciate a restart button. Let's look at this. Night One, Azure World. That's read Azure, right? I've always read it Azure. It kind of means like sky or blue or something like that. After receiving a mysterious call in a phone booth, you find yourself sucked into a world constructed by mania. The world filled with eerie blue and strange figures are approaching from a distance. That so sounds like they just need to add a bit of fog. Sounds like fucking, and even the music kind of sounds like an upbeat, cheery version of the Silent Hill music. In front of you, the same street, the same shops, the same neon lights. At the center of East Side's Fifth Avenue, three streets intersect. At 3 a.m., you're standing at the intersection right in the center. East Side is a city that never sleeps. Even at this hour, you can see many groups of people milling about. Are they made out of mania or something? You see them here too, but you're not sure if what you're seeing are people.
Another one! We've had quite a few newcomers lately, haven't we? That weird one we saw last time is probably transformed, right?
Ah, so she's pulling people who get the calls at like 3 a.m. and pulling them into this world, and they get transformed by mania into these things. That looks like a what is it called? I would like to call it a radio, but it's a very specific term, boombox. And the right one is a CRT monitor. I had one of these.
Absolutely. It's tough being an oddball, and no one likes hanging around those weirdos either. Isn't it much better to just be like us?
You clearly have normal human bodies, and you can understand every word they say. But unlike normal humans, they all have strange items in place of their heads, like the Roleka one. As for the two people in front of you, one has a dull monitor in his head, while the other one has an old tape recorder. The blood-red eyes on the machine body are staring at you lifelessly, as if they're about to dissect you the next second.
Look at this weirdo with gawking eyes and such a dumb expression. Here, let's help you transform right now, so you won't feel bad.
The two chatty pedestrians slowly approach you. Seeing their strange heads, you instinctively hunch over in a defensive posture.
Are you scared?
Don't be afraid. It won't hurt at all.
A strange sound rings out, and you see several worm-like black wires extending from the back of their heads. Each one is connected to a sharp golden plug dripping an unknown liquid. The real question is, are we inside our mind? Or is our soul ripped out? Because I'm pretty sure the body of the MBCC chief is what technically houses the shackles, not the soul even. Dripping an unknown liquid.
If you become like us, you won't be so weird. You'll fit in, think the same as us, and even talk the same.
A sticky liquid drips to the ground, eroding the road in front of you. Oh wow, eroding the road? That sounds like... Okay, now we're getting into the FNAF territory. I appreciate that, but I certainly, definitely, absolutely don't need this. You slowly back away, scanning the area with your peripheral vision for any handy weapons or escape routes.
I've noticed that the newcomers lately aren't very willing to transform. Why is that? This is clearly safe and convenient.
More electric wires with plugs appear from the back of their heads, looking like they could wrap around you and pierce right through you any second. Thankfully, there's a narrow alley behind you. You start thinking about how to shake off these two eerie fellows with machines as their heads.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Call at 3 a.m. The most loving radio show is by your side. Tell me about all the troubles and worries in your life. I'm all ears. First, let's welcome our new listeners.
Suddenly a radio broadcast rings out from the residential building behind you. You are surprised these two people stop approaching you, take out their comms device and start listening to the program. Well, run away. Taking advantage of their pause, you quickly duck into the alley next to you, only to realize that you have underestimated how active the East Siders are at night. The first one is a mic, second one looks like a music system, third one is like an old school flip phone. You are like a mouse who ran into an alley full of cats. The moment you slip into the alley, 3 or 4 people with equally bizarre items as heads look up at you.
Is this world a mystery to you? Does it seem inexplicable? That's alright. You're just unfamiliar with it. and haven't learned to adapt. I will listen and answer your questions. Please, join us, step by step. Come, repeat after me.